Kia ora, welcome to Bus Days. In this video I'm going to show you how I've designed a fold up, fold down bench top. You'll be pleased to see I've got a shirt on, at least my wife will. That's because it's cooling down here now. It's well into autumn and the temperatures are starting to drop quite a lot, which on the one hand is less pleasant, but on the other hand it makes working on the bus a little bit nicer. So a fold up, fold down bench top. Now, of course, how could it do both? Well, the thing is, I wanted it to fold down and completely out the way, but the space I've got and the sheer weight of the Macrocarpa slab bench top means that's not really going to be possible. So then maybe fold up, but even then still very heavy, and there's a lot of it, and I just don't really like the look of that. So I'm going to have the back half going down and the front half going up. Sounds a bit odd, I guess. It kind of just pivots in the middle, but then it's got to slide back. Let me show you what I mean. So the space is here. Now the bench top will continue on from the kitchen sink bench top, which you've already seen, and come right back to here. So, but I'll need to open it. I have limited space, and as you might imagine, a 4 foot long piece of 2-inch Macrocarpa weighs a fair bit. So I'm going to come up with some sort of mechanism that attaches to the side here and that allows me to kind of fold it away. That's the plan. So let's mock something up. These little rollers are from a sectional door. This one is adjustable, so I can get various heights out of it. And this here is, I think it's actually the horizontal section from a sectional door. Now I'm going to cut it up and turn, well, this bench top into something not too unlike a garage door. So after much deliberation, or procrastination you might call it, I've come up with this logic. This little sliding system that I could do like this. Now here's the logic with my simulated bench top. It would sit on rollers, and it would normally sit in this position, which is up. That roller's a bit short there. Now if I bring it forward a bit and then lift the front up, that will enable it to slide down and back, and they end up looking like that. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I know, I could have just, lifted it up, a couple of gas struts, like any sort of liftable tabletop, but that would be boring, wouldn't it? Things are better when they're a little crazy, don't you think? So I'll take this and put it here, kind of like that. So it'd look something a little bit like that, with this immediately underneath the back of the bench top. This is a little lower to suit the setup. Doesn't need to be that long, probably going to come out to about here. That doesn't need to be as long either. That needs to be longer. But they're just offcuts, so I'm just testing it out. So if I put that in there. Now, bench top itself will need either this to be cut out a little bit or the bench top to be cut out a little bit to fit around that pillar. To lower it, you would pull it forward, the back would drop down, and because it's kind of almost under its own weight, it would probably just want to go back there. Now then it's folded out the way. Half of it has gone down and half of it has come up. then to bring it back up, you'd simply pull it forward. Now if I get the pivot points just right, it'd probably weigh next to nothing. That's the plan. Folds down, folds away, folds back up. I'm happy with the design conceptually. There's maybe a few tweaks that might be necessary to get it to work in practice. This won't really be known until I start trying to shift a sort of a 50 kilo slab of Macrocarpa. So I'm going to get into it. Now, one small problem with these frames is that they don't fit. So I'm going to have to trim 5 mils off the edge, or pull my cabinetry apart and shorten it by a similar amount, which seems like a bigger job. So I'm going to trim 5 mils off the edge all the way along. It's just the outside that doesn't fit, the inside's quite a lot further in. That'll do that. I've packed this out to get it the right thickness, and now that will be the other end to match up with this. Add a few holes for the bracketry, and just like that. And on that side, so the gap across here is about 1390-ish, and this is over 1600 long, so I've got plenty to cut it at, say, 1390-ish. And not surprisingly, if I measure it from this end, it's still 1390-ish. So I guess that means I'll cut it at about 1360. So first I need to make sure the saw is set deep enough to cut all the way through, but not too far through to ensure a nice tidy cut. Now, cutting's always the scary bit, and when it comes to such a lovely big piece of Macrocarpa like this, even more so. But I've got to cut it, so I'm going to cut it. As terrifying as that was, it actually came out alright. Time to get the router out again. I need just a little cutout to fit around a pillar. Not too deep. So using my usual technique of framing up my cut, that's what I've done. Right, that's my cutout done. Still need some tidying up, of course, but it's done enough to check that everything fits. And on the other side, the pivots and mounts ready to install it. Of course, this is just a trial install, so these things are not dressed up or anything like that, but it's very dark in the bus right now, so I'm going to have to put some lights in so that I can work a little later, but that's a job for tomorrow. So you must be wondering, how does this stupid bench work? How do I move about 45 kilos of wood slab, close to 100 pounds, effortlessly, with no struts, no springs, It just takes a little bit of balance. How's that? So here's my little cutout at the back. That fits nicely. So the bench pivots on this roller. That takes most of the weight of the bench most of the time. This one's simply a guide, except when it gets near the top, and then that holds the back in place as it slides into the back. Now obviously it'll need a little catch or something, and there's some fine adjustments required to get the heights exactly right, but it works. That works, and I am very happy with that. Well, thanks for watching. Now that I'm confident that works, I can get on with sanding and finishing off the actual top to make it look pretty like this one. So I'll get into that now. Hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe and all of those buttons if you wish, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care.